Hi friends, it's good to see you again. Sirena, Children's Ministry Director here at First United Methodist Church in Baton Rouge. So normally on Sunday nights when we get together, we have a really fun time of dinner and we tell knock-knock jokes. We run around crazy. We play music. But another great part of our night is that we have Godly Play stories. If you'd like to know more about what Godly Play is, please check out the links below where we'll connect you with the Godly Play Foundation website. So I thought that even though we can't be together face to face, that it would be awesome to still get to have one of our Godly Play stories. So that's what we're going to go do now. Let's take a deep breath and get ready. Look at this box. It's gold. Something important must be in this box. This box looks like a present. I bet there might be a parable inside of here, because parables are a present to us. They were a present even before you were ever born. And even if you don't know what a parable is, it's still yours. I wonder if there really is a parable inside. Let's look and see. I wonder what this could be. It's brown. I wonder what you think it is. Kind of reminds me of one of those big s'more cookies from Girl Scouts, huh? Maybe it's mud or dirt. Feels kind of scratchy too. Let's see what else we have. Oh, look at this. I wonder what this is. I wonder if it could be a fence. Maybe it looks kind of like a giant Band-Aid. Maybe it's a place where airplanes take off. Oh. See if there's anything else that could help us. I wonder what these could be. There's no light in these. Kind of look like shadows. That one kind of looks like a black jelly bean. There's definitely no light under it. Got something else to help us with our story. I think we're ready for our story. There once was a man who did such amazing things and said such wonderful things that people followed him. And as they followed him, they had some amazing questions for him. One day, a person asked him, what was the most important thing in life? The person he asked said, you already know. That is true. I do. It is to love God and to love people just like they are your neighbors. The person paused a while and thought, and then he asked another question. But who is my neighbor? The person he asked told this parable. There once was someone who went from Jerusalem to Jericho. And as he was going along his way, two robbers jumped out and attacked him. They hurt him. They took everything he had and they left him by the side of the road to die. There was also a great priest of the temple who went on the road from Jerusalem to Jericho. And as he went along, when he came by the man who was hurt and beaten and left half dead, he went to the other side of the road and did nothing and went on his way. There was another person who went on the road who did not live in Jerusalem. This was a man who worked for one of the priests. He took care of the temple and helped with the music. He was called a Levite. When the Levite came to the place where the man had been left by the side of the road half dead, he went to the other side and he went on his way as well. There was also a person who went on the road who did not live in Jerusalem. He was visiting from a country called Samaria. The people in the Samaria did not like the people of Jerusalem, and the people in Jerusalem did not like the people from Samaria. When the stranger came to the place where the person who had been left had everything taken from him and had been left by the side of the road half dead, the stranger went to him. The stranger put medicine on the places where the person was hurt. He gave him his coat to put on, and then he put him on his donkey, and he took him to a place to spend the night. The stranger even stayed with him all night, and in the morning he gave the innkeeper enough money for him to stay there until he was well. Now, friends, I wonder who was the neighbor. Friends, you can do these wonderings at home too. Even though I can't hear you, I know you're watching and enjoying the story. I wonder if the neighbor was the priest. I wonder if the neighbor was the Levite. I wonder if the neighbor were the robbers. I wonder if the neighbor were the Samaritan. Now I wonder what would happen if the people in this parable were women and not men. I wonder what would happen if the man who got injured were a child. I hope you've enjoyed our story, and that parents and families, you can continue to discuss who really was a good neighbor and what we can do to be good neighbors to our families and friends. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I'll see you soon, friends. Bye.